So as you can see, it's red glasses and lipstick time. But as you can also see, my look is a little bit different today, and that's because in today's episode of Makeup and Empowerment, we are talking about gender. And so the beanie and the t-shirt is kind of in honor of my masculine side, I guess. Now, obviously gender isn't something you really think about every morning when you're putting on your makeup, unless of course you're me. And that's because it's such an intrinsic part of us, but makeup can really be something really valuable to the way that we express our gender. And now gender is different than sex. When I say sex, I mean that's like your anatomical organs, like your DNA, like you were born with male organs, you were born with female organs, or something in between. And gender is defined as basically how you express that anatomy, or which way you actually like identify with. So in other words, like if you're born male, then your sex would be male, but if you identify as a woman, then that would be your gender. And so first I'll talk about cisgendered women. And cisgendered means that your anatomical sex matches up with your gender. So like with me, I was born with female organs, and for the most part, I pretty much just identify as a woman. And for cisgendered women, makeup has most often been used as a way to express our femininity and really emphasize the fact that we are women and that we are feminine. Feminism in the 1970s, which I've talked about before, really put down makeup culture as a patriarchal construct meant to just keep women submissive. In other words, it was kind of this idea that men are making women put makeup on and making us submissive in that way, and emphasizing the fact that we are like feminine and weak. And some women have definitely felt oppressed by the fact that they felt that they couldn't fit in unless they were being hyper feminine, unless they were wearing makeup. But then a lot of other women really gained a lot of power from owning their femininity and really embracing the fact that they were feminine. And then in the 1990s, I think the 1990s to now, there's been a reclamation of beauty culture and the women's rights scene that has been aptly named girly feminism. This idea was basically a direct response to the second wave idea, second wave meaning second wave feminist idea, that femininity wasn't fierce and wasn't powerful. And that what's really interesting is that the label of girly feminist really was only claimed by white women. In communities of color, women had more often than not felt empowered by their femininity. And when feminists of color were presented with the idea of the girly feminist, they didn't really see the point in emphasizing the power of lipstick when no one in their communities was really belittling it much. So I think that's really interesting how I guess dichotomized it's been, like with white women versus women of color, and how we've experienced makeup differently. Let's see. So moving on from cisgendered women, makeup for cis girls has always been something that, sorry about that, I ran out of space. Anyway, gender variant people. Alright, so my girlfriend happens to be a male to female pre-op transsexual, meaning she was born with male sex organs but identifies as a woman. And pre-op just means she hasn't had any surgeries yet or anything, and she's just taking hormones. Beauty culture when you're transgendered is kind of more than just a part of life and something you're expected to do, because obviously you're kind of in a minority in the world, and you're really marginalized. And it means something very different. It's more of like makeup can be kind of like a doorway to your new identity, or to like embracing the identity that you've already have. And it's often can be like a really huge step on the road to, passing. I know that sometimes, at least when, you're male transitioning to female, if you're female transitioning to male, it's kind of the other way around, where giving up makeup can kind of be a big step for you on your way to passing. Unless, of course, you kind of just identify in between, in which it can just be a way to play with whatever gender you're feeling that day. I know sometimes with Jessica, I'll practice makeup looks on her, like before I do tutorials and stuff. And whenever I do really bold looks, they look totally different on her than they do me. And we have like pretty much the same skin tone and really close to the same eye color. And it's because she's got like really strong like male bone structure in her face. And so we kind of have to play with it in a totally different way to get it to look the right way on her. And it's been really interesting. And, you know, I've kind of seen that when used the right way, makeup can really be a major like feminizing tool, like make you go from like looking kind of more masculine to looking like bam, like a girl, you know, a girl. and I know that sometimes in the past when Jessica's worn makeup, it's obviously like made her feel more confident, made her feel, you know, prettier, more like a girl. And sometimes even just doing things like putting her hair in a ponytail would make all the difference. It's really interesting things that cis girls do every day that we don't even realize that those are the things people are gonna notice that like make you a girl. And I think that's really interesting. So anyway, to conclude this little segment, I would just like to remind you all again that, you know, makeup is not only skin deep, and we do a lot of really interesting things with it, and it means so many different things to a lot of different people. And I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll probably have something else posted soon. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.